Oh wow, that was like perfectly on beat. Well, isn't this the weirdest thing? I don't know if my OBS updated on me or what, but like all of my all of my stream fixings are messed up. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I just turned my mic down. Sorry about that. Ah, man, I literally can't go one stream without stuff breaking, man. It is something else. Well, I'm gonna take a minute before we get into the actual stuff to make sure everything's in order. So, if you weren't awake before, you definitely are now. Hi, thanks for joining me. Yeah, let's take a minute to get things sorted out here. Yeah, cuz like my background music is gone. Oh, I'm dumb. I know what the problem is. I'm on the wrong um layout. Yes, hi. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, hold on. I need to I need to transition for a minute. Here we go. Da, da, da. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I don't know if I can, but I might edit like I might edit the very like beginning part out because I don't want people I don't want people starting the stream from the beginning getting their ears blasted out. So after we finish the live stream for the day, I'll probably do that. Yeah, and I am sorry that I had to cancel Saturday's live stream because I had agreed to something with a friend group that I completely forgot about, and friends come first obviously. But we are back today, so I'd say that's enough waiting, that's enough ears bleeding, so let's get right into it. What's good, everybody? Jenster here, and we are back for some more drawing, and I've got a surprise today. Let me turn my animation off to save some bandwidth. But if you notice in the description of the video, I have my Discord server ready. So it is actually prepped and ready to go. I'm actually gonna switch scenes for a second so I can show you what it looks like and talk about it a little bit, and then we'll get into some drawings. So let me hop on over to my live scene real quick. There we go. So yeah, in the description there is an invite link. And my cat is trying to dig into the closet right now, so don't mind him. That's alright. That's okay. Am I still that loud? I am still that loud. My bad. There we go. So yeah, as you can see on my screen, the Discord is called Jenster's Art Zone, and not only is it going to be for stuff relating to my content, and I'm backwards. Oop, there we go. Not only is it going to be relating to my content, like my social media, my YouTube, all that stuff, but it is a... You're worrying me! You're making me think that my stuff's broken. That's okay. You're keeping me aware, making sure that I'm up to date on all my fixings. Yeah, so it is also a general art Discord, like specifically... Oh yeah, the transition, that's right. That I can't really do anything about. That is Streamlabs, and I can't edit the volume from here. But I should only have to do it one more time, and I'll give an ear warning before I do that. But it's also a general art Discord, and I like to be thorough, so the channel list is very extensive, but that's because there are several sections for specific types of art. Like there's a section for traditional artists, there's a section for digital artists, for crafters, for animators, all that stuff. And it's essentially supposed to be like a central hub for all things art that is obviously AI free. So a couple things before people join, and if you do try the invite link and things don't work, let me know so I can get the settings sorted out. A couple things before people join. When you click the invite link, it's supposed to only take you to the rules section and the verification section. Yes, it is massive, and the reason why is because I prepared it to be big so that I shouldn't have to change anything for a while, because I am a mod on another Discord server that has like 600 people on it. So I took a lot of inspiration for that layout so that it can grow and I shouldn't have to edit it so much. But it is also massive just because it's very art-centered, and I want to make sure like every possible medium like has their own space. I'm also going to try the whole onboarding thing that's supposed to make it easier to condense. Like if somebody comes to the server and they only want to view specific channels. Yeah, exactly. If somebody comes to the server and they only want to view specific channels, there should be a way to click like a group of channels specific to a theme. And of course people can always like go into the browse channels thing and turn stuff off, but I'm going to try and condense it as much as possible. So when you join the Discord server, it's going to take you to rules and verification. You'll have to read the rules, and you'll have to add a reaction in order to get the actual server role, like to make sure that you can see everything. So if you only see two things, that is supposed to happen. Right, after you get verified and all that stuff, it'll give you access to everything else. I don't mind sharing my screen. There's nothing to hide. It's only like mod stuff, and it's not secret anyway. Your mind's in a completely different world. That's all right. But there's a place for introductions. There's a place to get roles, like you know, your colors, your pronouns, some social media pings if you want to do that, your preferred mediums, all that good stuff. Yeah, and pretty much everything is just left up to exploring. You know, I'm gonna be adding stuff myself, you know, to get conversations started and whatnot. But a couple quick things before I go back to drawing. This server is 16 plus, just for the sake of maturity when it comes to subject matter. It's not going to be NSFW. Like, there is a adults only section, but that's just like a slightly mature level than the rest of it, you know, just so that adults can chat with other adults. But it's not NSFW, there's nothing like that. And also real quick, so I have 2 accounts on here, so whenever you see either one of them, that is still me. So I have my Jenster account, obviously, for this YouTube channel and stuff, but I do also have my account for my Fursona, because arguably I am on that account way more than my Jenster one, and instead of having 2 nitros, I just essentially added myself. So if you ever see me or Cosmic over there, that is still me. So if I pop in and you see activity from either one of those, that is still me, singular. Let me take a peek at the chat real quick. I wouldn't be able to join anyway if I had Discord. Yeah, I did that on purpose, just because like my general YouTube content is more for a all ages / 16 plus stuff anyway. Like, the most I ever get is, like, you know, marriage humor. But I did want to add a section more for adults, just so adults can, like, talk to each other about, you know, grown up things like, you know, bills, work, you know, stuff like that. It's looking okay? Good. I'm glad. But also, like, sometimes the stories that I tell and the stories that I allow in this server are a bit too old for, like, 13-year-olds, so I just made it 16 plus to make it easier. But yeah. So, I think I can move on, because really the rest of this is just left up to exploring. You know, I'm gonna be in here as I make more YouTube content. I'm gonna add the invite link to my overlay here. And yeah, I think that's really all there is to it. And I'm not going to, I do have a section for mod applications, but I'm not going to open those until we have more people to need them. But I will have opportunities for mods when the time comes. But I think that's good. So I'm going to go back to drawing. So ear warning, I'm gonna do my transition in case it's super loud. You have a field trip on Friday? That's cool. I hope it goes well. Alright, we're gonna go back to the drawing, so watch your ears. There we go. And now I can flip around again. Boop. Perfect. Yep, so that invite link is it won't expire, so I'm gonna share that on my socials, and you know, if anybody wants to share that invite link, they're welcome to. I tried to warn you. I said ear warning. Alright, so let's get into the drawing. Okay, so I added a little bit more from the last time that I attempted to stream. So I at least got some rough outlines for Jenster, and we're going to continue that as I'm going to try and work on her ref sheet for Art Fight. So, like I said last time, really the biggest difference between how she looks on the right, not the right, it doesn't matter. The biggest difference between how she looks in her old ref, which is on the left, and what I'm going to do on the right, is mostly just a style upgrade and her outfits. There is one thing that I'm adding to her. She has this little swoop of hair on the front that covers her face, because I actually wear my hair like that now. I don't know if I'd be able to, but I actually wear my hair parted to the side now. I might see if I can make that a style on her, but yeah, mostly it's the outfits. And I do want to try and give her some variations for her ref, but because I have a lot of characters that I'm going to try and make at least simple refs for, I'm not going to be overly complex. I'm going to do a front and a back and maybe some angled shots for her head, because it's mostly her screen head that can be a little difficult to draw. But I'd say that is enough waiting, so let's get into the actual drawing. Proper Art Fight ref. Need to do more of those when my doctor allows me to draw again. Yep. Yep. I get you. I'm almost done with school year. Good. That is, I am glad to hear that. Let's see. Yeah, I'll keep that. Well, see, a proper ref for something like, an animation, for example, would be a front, back, side, angled front, and angled side, but I don't, or no, front, back, side, angled front, and angled back, but I don't have time to get that professional, so I'm just gonna do what I can. You hated this year? I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I haven't been to school in ages. I have no idea what it's like anymore. Enjoyed it while I was there, but I'm glad to be done. Yeah. And also, my hubby sent me the lore that he wrote for his avatar so that I can either make a quick drawing of his avatar to put on my art fight so that we can be drawn together, or at the very least be able to bounce my avatar's lore off of him. Yeah, so last stream we info dumped because my stream was broken and was lagging too bad. Yes, he's been mentioned. Yeah, so last stream we yapped and info dumped about Jenster as a character because the stream broke. But he actually came up with a really sweet thing that I absolutely love and want to implement. So I still haven't quite figured out how our characters met in our lore. But oh my god, that's so cute. Hope it happens. Yeah, absolutely, cuz I definitely want our avatars to be drawn with each other if I can get it done fast enough. I think so. If nothing else, he has ref art that he made. It's just hard to color pick from it because it's got so many textures on it, but that would make a good placeholder if nothing else. So, as I mentioned in the last stream, Jenster as a character, her brain and consciousness is her screen head, and the rest of her is just a hard light projection, like a hologram that you can physically touch. So sometimes the ability to essentially disappear her body and leave just her screen head behind can come in handy. So a trick that my hubby came up with, his character is supposed to be like a space explorer. I think I mentioned that last time, a space nomad. He goes from planet to planet collecting data and, like, you know, exploring and things like that, and then he comes across Jenster and they date and get married and all that fun stuff. The thing that he implemented is his character wears power armor, you know, similar to like Halo or something, where it protects him in space. Yeah. And what he did is after Jenster and him, his avatar's name is Storm, so I'll just say Storm. AFK, that's okay. Yeah, we won't be going away for a while. So his avatar's name is Storm. And after they get married, Storm puts a, what would you call that? Adapter, I guess? That's the best thing I can think of. He puts an adapter on his power suit that, Jenster can connect to, her screen. And when they do that, Jenster, because she's made of light, electricity, and raw energy, essentially gives him, like, a power boost, like a shield, extra energy for his power armor. Very very like old school like cartoons, like think like a Ben 10 or like those old cartoons that like they have a suit of armor or a piece of equipment that you know transforms them somehow. And not only is that like excuse me, I need to get a drink of water. There we go. It's pollen season. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it bad. Not only is that like supposed to be like just something our characters can do, but it also represents it also just represents the connectivity of our marriage. So yeah, a little, you know, romancy and flirty and stuff like that. But I thought it was really cool. Oh, that's so fun. A little companion AI type thing. That's a fun way to link characters. Yeah. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a great idea. Because what we want to do, like, we don't plan on, like, publishing anything big or anything, but what we want to do is we want to just, like, draw couples comics of our avatars and, like, you know, talk more about them and, like, have people get to know their powers more and things like that. You know, just something to do for fun while we work on doing content with each other. And like I've said in the past, he is much better at like lore and world building than I am, so it's very good to have his input. Oh, symmetry tool, I love you so much. I probably shouldn't rely on you too much, but it definitely comes in handy for quick fixes. Yeah. I have, the other riff sheets that I want to do riff sheets for my character from my passion project that I've been talking about. The thing is though, and I want to be mindful not to like both give too much away and keep the content separated. I decided to go the extra mile, and I think I've mentioned this before, and I think I also said that I would stop talking about it before, but oops. Back. Oh good, I'm glad. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I keep saying I'm not gonna talk about it anymore because I want to keep the account separate, but that never happens, so. Oh well. I decided to make an entirely separate art fight profile for these characters because they're going to be from a series that's gonna be a bit more mature than what I do on my Jenster channel. And like, I don't want to have like too many I don't want to have like too many separate accounts for stuff because number one, I have to maintain all of them, and number two, like, I don't know, I don't want to give people like the wrong impression because think like The Simpsons, or let's see, what's another like, you know, more older show that's not like explicit, but obviously it's for like an older audience. By the way, if I don't talk much, it's because I'm playing on the Chromebook. That's fine. I'm just glad that you're here watching the stream. I appreciate it greatly. But like, think The Simpsons or like Bob's Burgers or like those shows that are definitely like for the adults watching, but aren't like, you know, like rated M. The classic problem of I have a big project and I must yap. P.O.S. I get you. It's hard, especially to considering art fight rule 1 of active account could get rule 1 active account could get you in trouble. Like, do they have rules? It's not really smurfing, but like, do they have rules about multiple accounts? Oh shoot. I mean, I guess I could always delete it. It's just my problem is, um, you know, being mindful of the age range of my stuff. The problem is, I I just hear so many horror stories of artists. Granted, it's not always their fault. Granted, sometimes people who should not be watching their stuff get them in trouble because they're watching their stuff and not being supervised. Yeah, they do. You're gonna be careful. Okay, so maybe... Okay, yeah, if you could give me the rule, that'd be great. Because there's nothing on the account yet, so if it would be better if I just combined it, I will. But, my problem is I've been hearing all these horror stories of artists and content creators getting canceled because their age-specific content isn't separated enough. You know, and like people stumble on their stuff that's supposed to be for a mature audience, and like I said, it goes both ways. It's not just artists not separating their content properly. It's people who shouldn't be watching their content having unlimited access to it and getting the artist in trouble. And I don't want to do that. Because like I say in all my videos, I never do anything like explicit. I might do like marriage humor and stuff like that, but that's about it. I'll actually mention this. I think at least a year or two ago, when I made my anti-AI video, I had mentioned that I had left Instagram because of their AI implementing, if that's the right word. I had left Instagram because of their AI integration. That's the word I'm thinking of. But I decided to take a peek at it again after talking to friends on one of the Discord servers I'm a part of, and they all have Instagram except for me. And I'm like, I really don't want to go back, but if that's the only way I can talk to you guys, I mean, oh well. So I go onto Instagram, and they actually have a, may not have multiple accounts assigned to teams. Oh, okay, so maybe... That'd be kind of funny. Maybe, like, I would have one account assigned to one team and another account assigned to the other. That would be funny. But I think to not, step over the line and not end up losing my Jenster account, because that's the one I care about the most, I might just have to bite the bullet and make, my Artfight profile, like... not, I hope not 18 plus, but hopefully saying that it's 16 plus will be enough. Because, as I was saying about Instagram, since going back to it and taking a peek to see what's changed, one of their integrations that I actually like a lot is they have this feature where you can age restrict your account to an age that you manually put in. Message didn't show on the stream. Let me send the first part. If it's embedded, it might not go through. That might be because of the settings of my YouTube channel, because I think I blocked links to prevent spam. Alright, now that I'm going back to the drawing, let me turn my Discord off so that I'm not using bandwidth. There we go. But yeah, so as I was saying, don't you crash on me. I see you. You stop that spitting. Yeah, so Instagram actually has the ability to age restrict your account for an age that you can actually put in. So if you want to, like, only make people whose accounts... Let me think. So if you only want people whose birthdays make them 16 to view your profile, you can. If you only want 18-year-olds, you can. If you only want 21-year-olds, you can. Because I would much rather be safe than sorry. Because the last thing I want to do, and like I said, though I would never be explicit or do anything like... Because I've even asked multiple artists, both people I know and, like, like, forums that I'm a part of, what the best course of action would be with this. And a lot of them say to just make a second account, which I get, but it's like, I don't know. It's so hard to gauge. That's why all things considered so easy to get caught like that. Yeah, exactly. Because, like, I'm trying not to be careless is the thing. Because what gets a lot of these people in trouble, and I also want to be careful not to, like, talk about drama and stuff, so I'm not mentioning, like, specific names or anything. I can't draw feet. You know what? She's gonna be wearing shoes. I don't need to draw toes. She'll be a paddle foot. There we go. Here we go. One active account allowed per person. Your account may not be shared. You cannot run an account for someone else. Okay. Yeah, I think it would be better if I just bite the bullet and, like, well, especially since this year they're allowing DNIs, which I get why a lot of people are mad about that, because, like, they're afraid it's going to open the door for people to have, like, outrageous requests and, like, be so stingy that it's going to make Artfight not worth it. The problem is the rule in itself isn't bad. It's just we can't have nice things. Somebody is going to mess it up. But in a case like this, you know, to say, like, people under this age don't interact, like, I think is fine. Yeah, really the only thing that matters when it comes to this is Artfight, because I am specifically making other accounts for this passion project, like, similar to what indie projects will do, where they make accounts for the project and, like, all the news for it is specific to those accounts. Is it bad that I have a bunch of random... Oh dear. Yeah, we are not doing this. Hold up. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely safer to stick to one account, and yeah, sadly too many people were going DNI. Yeah! Alright, I'm not gonna break my rule. I'm still gonna stay drama-free. But, yeah, like, unfortunately, we just can't have nice things. You know, and also, you know, people's first instinct is to blame the Artfight moderators, which, to a point, it's not their fault. Like, I'm sure that one of the main reasons they're allowing DNIs is to make sure that, you know, people who do have more adult channels, like, keep minors away because of this exact thing that I'm talking about. But the problem is, you know, if you don't explicitly put something in the terms of service, people are going to abuse it just because they can. Oh, I can do DNIs now. That means I can put do not interact if your style is bad. It's like, however, at that point, if somebody is going to be that petty, and I talked about this in my Artfight video that I made too, which hopefully I won't have to make an Artfight video this year talking about things that I wish were different, because I don't want to become a drama commentary channel. Never, ever, ever. But it's like, you can't blame the moderators solely for implementing something like this. Like, if there were good intentions put into it, then people going out of their way to be nitpicky is not their fault. Plus, if people are gonna be that nitpicky, then doing art fight with their profiles isn't worth it. Like, if you're going to be that nitpicky with stuff, then why participate? Yeah, I hate to say it, but, well, no, because it's true. I hate to say it, but it does come down to an entitlement issue. Like, I know that people love their babies. Like, I get it. When you have a character, and especially, you know, because of internet PTSD, you know, nothing is safe. I get wanting to make sure that your characters are drawn exactly how you would like to see them, and also especially make sure that they're not drawn in ways that you don't want to see them. Like, if you don't want them drawn suggestively or anything like that, obviously a DNI or at least a global permissions is much better for that. Are we buffering that bad again? Oh, for the love of everything good. Hold the phone. Let's see. Alright, hopefully that's okay. Yeah, exactly. It's for fun and to exchange pieces. Yes, I'd love Michelangelo art piece, but at the same time, just knowing someone went out of their way to draw them is so nice. That's the point! That's the point of art fight! Like, it's like Art Christmas in July, literally. Maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna have time, but maybe I should make, like, an art fight etiquette video. Like, just a quick one. Like, even if it's, like, a short or something, because that is literally the point. Like I said, I get it, you know, you want to make, because it goes both ways. As well as people being super nitpicky, you also have people that will go out of their way to draw your character in a way that you don't want, just to be annoying. Like, I get it. It's all about balance. But you can't blame the mods for implementing something that can be abused. Because unless it's like, because here's the thing, if it gets abused enough, then they can take it away. Like, if they try it and people are still going to, you know, abuse it and have entitlement and things like that, then they can just take it away and try again next year. But I get it. I get that too. You know, it's super easy to, you know, blame the people in charge, because they're giving people access to the tools, and then the tools are being abused. So and I'll also talk about another thing. People are getting upset about the no tracing 3D models rule. Yeah, it's all gonna depend on how it goes. Crossing my fingers it's not gonna be abused, but we can't know. Exactly. All you can do is, like, be the better example. Because, like I said, people are also getting upset about the not tracing 3D models and bases rule, which I see both sides of that too. Because, like, people are saying, oh, you know, it's gonna make it too hard, it's a disadvantage, you know, I need to trace 3D models for things like weapons or poses and things like that. I get that. It does make that really hard. I won't dog on people for that. But the reason why I can see why they implemented that is because there's no way to prove that people are tracing models that they have permission to trace. Like, because I can see it now, you know, not everybody has the ability. Wow, I finished the line art faster than I thought I would. Words. Not everybody has the ability to make 3D models themselves. You know, there is free to use stuff, but the problem is it's so easy to just grab whatever you feel like, trace it, and say that you used a free to use model. There's just unfortunately no way to prove that unless like you include your screenshot in the finished piece, and then that kind of takes away the magic, you know? Let me see. We'll do this and we'll just change the colors. Cause like, unless I put the progress image in my art fight submission, how am I going to prove that I used a free to use model for somebody's piece? Cause like I could take like a random, not even a 3D model, I could take a random like piece of art of like Superman, for example, trace it to get the superhero pose, and just say in the tags, yeah, I used a free to use model for this. How are they gonna know? Yeah, it's a tricky area. They'd have to fact check everything. It could be a genuine problem. Just sadly gonna have to go through the old drawing from Life Technique. Yeah, I've unfortunately quite trying to lock in what I have to do. Yeah, homework is more important than my stream. Don't be like, I'm sorry, I got an F teacher. I was watching a streamer. Yeah, because like people could take models that like belong to somebody that don't have like a free to use TOS. People could like literally just trace any random picture and use the excuse that it was a 3D model. It sucks because like you want to trust that people are going to be honest, but it's the internet. They're not. So to allow tracing in any capacity honestly is going to open the door. That the tracing thing would, I feel, would cause way more abuse than the DNI stuff, personally. So I get it. That one, yeah, it stinks. It might be a little bit of a disadvantage, but I can at least get that one. And it's also hard to please literally thousands of people. Like, there are thousands and thousands of people on this website, to the point that no matter what they do, it crashes every year. Realistically, you are not going to please that many people. So, I get it. I really do. And I have all kinds of respect for the people running that website, because it is not easy. But you've also got to remember, the more that you complain about something, to a point, like if it's an actual issue, like obviously bring it to attention, but the more that you complain and berate the mods for something like this, the more likely that they're not going to do the event. Like, you don't want to bully them out of having nothing at all. You know, because that would be like riotous news if like Art Fight got canceled one year because of the negative feedback. And I think that the mod team has enough of a backbone to not let that happen, but like, let's not need to get to that point to learn our lesson, please. Anyway, that is not the tangent that I wanted to get on. Yeah, let's go back to the original tangent I was trying to do. The whole separating your art accounts thing. Cuz like I was saying before, the biggest reason that I'm just going to I'll make her screen face a separate layer just to be safe. Yeah, they're definitely trying their hardest. Running such an event got so big and keeps getting bigger is not easy. Something you got to do what needs to be done. Yeah, exactly. And because, you know, like new artists are born every minute, you know, and especially for something, especially now that it's gotten more like social media attention, like new people and young people especially are going to be doing this for the first time. Let's set an example, please. Yeah, so the reason why I was even talking about art fight and all this in the first place is because, like I said, this passion project that I'm working on is going to be a bit more mature than what I usually do. And I'd rather be safe, not sorry, even though it's not like super explicit. At least when it comes to art fight, I'm probably gonna have to make my art fight 18 plus. Because one of the things, and this tangent still applies to this, so feedback would still be awesome. One of the things that weirds me out the most is when like adult media, like say South Park or something. I'm buffering pretty bad again. That's okay. At least it's not like to the degree of last time. I think this is workable. I'm probably gonna have to go through my OBS and see if there's anything that I can like take out. I might even go into Streamlabs and see about getting a new overlay. I know this one's very fitting, but I might at least refresh it so I can start over and make sure I don't have like a bunch of dead scenes. But long story short, one of the things that really weirds me out when it comes to media is when adult shows, media, whatever, has merch for kids. Like, it's working compared to last time. No worries. Good, thanks. It's like, why is like South Park merch, for example, in the kids' toy section? You know what I mean? Because like I was saying before, you hear all the time about how these like content creators weren't separating their stuff enough. And I just want to make sure I can tell the story that I want to tell without it's the internet. Like, I get it. There's half a side where like it's my responsibility to not put my stuff like within access of, you know, the wrong audience, and the other half is the responsibility of the parents and guardians to make sure they're not in these spaces in the first place. But I would rather be safe, not sorry, so I can tell the stories I want to tell without, you know, being accused of doing so. It's like, no, I didn't put this where the wrong audience wasn't supposed to see it. The wrong audience went out of their way to find it, you know? Not on topic was when is Hubster coming. I don't know. Yeah, I think he's on a phone call with somebody right now. I'm sure he'll make an appearance before the stream's over, don't worry. From what I've seen, it's usually happening in series that advertise themselves the most as for adults that sadly attracts kids more. Yeah! Like, I don't know why that is. That's so weird. More than deters, and with like parents not watching over, it's rough. Exactly. So I think similar to like the art fight mods, like if I go out of my way to like, you know, have a Patreon or something specific to this series so that I can monitor the audience or whatever, if I go out of my way to make sure that this is in the right spaces, and the audience that's not supposed to see it goes out of their way to find it, then that's not my fault. Because, like, I'm literally making, like, dozens of separate accounts for this reason. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, like, I'm a little bit more passionate than usual because number one, art fight's coming up, and like anything related to art, especially, you know, artists like literally stepping on their own toes gets me passionate. But I've got a lot of video topics coming up, and I'm prepping for talking about my interests. Cause yeah, if I'm ever teetering on the line of like a drama channel where I'm just like talking about negativity for the sake of negativity, call me out, because I do not want this channel or any of my Jenster socials to become that. Having like a civil discussion about like pet peeves and stuff is fine, but I don't want to be like, did you hear what so-and-so said? It's like, oh man, our fight is ruined because they did this. Like, make sure I'm not doing that. Pretty please. Yeah. So, long story short, at least for art fight, I'm probably gonna have to get rid of the other account, keep the characters from that series on there, and just like age restrict it. Yeah, just gotta try your best, keep names different, potentially different art styles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as for the rest of it, like, having separate accounts for it, like, is fine. Yeah, because like I was saying earlier, people who have passion projects, like especially game devs, they will make social media specific for their projects, to separate it from their regular content, so it makes sense. You gotta go, oh, I'm sorry, but thanks for sticking around. I am gonna be on for a little bit longer if you get a chance to come back, but I appreciate you coming in. And I am sorry that my, volume settings weren't right when I started the stream, so sorry for blowing your ears out, my bad. But bye, we'll see you next time. Yeah. I'll try to come back as soon as you can. Sure, no problemo. How did I forget how to draw hoodie strings? I draw these all the time. Yeah, because okay, I will be careful, because there has been some realistically hot water come out with this subject, but I'm just gonna use it as an example. But let's use Digital Circus as an example, and this is gonna be spoiler free. I'm just talking about the show as a whole. This show is not for kids. Like, it's not explicit. Like, the simplest things always become the hardest to draw when people are watching. Yeah, that's true. And also because I don't talk while I draw. I'm only talking for the sake of the stream. So I'm trying to both process thoughts with my half of a brain cell, because my husband has the other half, and draw at the same time. But yeah, let's use Digital Circus as an example, because that actually fits what I'm trying to do very well. Digital Circus is not for kids, but it's not so explicit that it needs to, like, a hardcore age rating. And yet, kids still keep watching it because it's colorful and the characters look goofy, and it's like, parents! Where are the parents? This is exactly why my generation got traumatized by Happy Tree Friends. Our parents saw cute, colorful characters and it's like, yeah, that's safe to watch. No, they weren't. Actually, I'm gonna put the outfits on their own, layer if I can. Or, not their own layer, duh, in their own folder so that I can color them in properly. There we go. that's again, at the same time, I can understand, because when you're selling merch of this stuff, oh my god, me too, not happy tree friends, but sadly from what I'm seeing, the further you are from happy colorful art styles, better your chance at filtering out for children. I know, and that's why things get ruined. Why? Oh well. Apparently I can't draw baggy hoodies either. What has happened? You merely adopted the YouTube trauma. I was born in it, molded by it. Of course, back then, in like early YouTube, there was no like filtering on YouTube's part either. Long ago, in the days before algorithms. So in that case, it would be a combined thing. It would be a combined responsibility of both YouTube and parents. Like, YouTube didn't have proper filtering yet because, like, they were only literally a couple years old. And also, parents were like, oh, cute, colorful characters. No. The trenches. I can still see them. Yep. So long story short, for probably the bajillionth time already, yeah, really art fight is all I have to worry about, and if that's the case, I think that's a sacrifice I can make. But here, I got another example for you. Centaur World. What were they thinking when it came to that show? It was a good show, don't get me wrong, but what do you mean, Y7? Yeah, that's what you need, big warnings at the start of stuff. You need to make sure parents see from the start. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that reminds me, speaking of Happy Tree Friends, for the longest time, on Netflix of all places, Happy Tree Friends was in the Netflix Kids section. So it's the same exact problem. Somebody sees cute, colorful characters and immediately assumes children. So even Netflix was traumatizing kids long after our generation got traumatized. It always circles back. Yeah, like I said, Centaur World, great show. Why is it in YouTube Kids section though? Because the juxtaposition of the cute, colorful art style with a really dark story made sense, but it didn't belong in the kids section. Not Netflix, I still eliminate. Stand burnt into my brain. I know. It's like, can somebody please? It's literally that scene from The Simpsons. Won't somebody please think of the children? It's like, I'm trying to. And it goes both ways too. It's equal parts, like, having no awareness and equal parts being too strict. It's like, how dare this exist? It's like, I'm on the fritz. Yeah, why is it always a balancing act with this stuff? It's like the one side, like I said, is why why are kids watching this? This is definitely not for kids. It's just cute and colorful. And then the other half is, how dare you let my little Timmy watch this? It's like, little Timmy wasn't supposed to be here. Ooh, I could go on, but we're gonna stay here. Yeah, Netflix filtering is, I remember seeing End of Evangelion and Madoka Magica and beginner anime. Brother. Ah, man. The stream is working today and I still turned it into a rant session. But that's fine. It's fun. Hey, get out of here. Oh boy, it's funny. It's funny. I love it. Okay, this is gonna sound really stupid and cringy, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway, because it's, perfect example. I love, to a point, because sometimes I do also agree that the decisions being made aren't the best decisions. But I love sometimes, like, when certain skins get added to Fortnite, and people complain that they're from too mature media sources. It's like, people tend to forget that the game is rated T for teens. Like, yeah, a lot of kids play it, and a lot of kids at heart, like me, play it too, but it's technically an older game. Like, my husband and I talk about this a lot because, you know, I play it a lot and he sees me play it a lot, and like I'll be scrolling the item shop and there's like a character from some like rated M horror movie, and he'll be like, why is that character in this game? And it's like, it's technically not a kid's game. It's like, yeah, but that seems a little extreme. It's like, it's rated T. Like I said, odd example. It just came to mind because I do play the game. But sometimes I do think, like, their choices could be a little bit better, because like they put the protagonist from the Black Phone in there. That guy shouldn't be anywhere, let alone a game like that. And that's not even because kids play the game. That's just because, like, I think that's too intense even for a game like that, but that's just me. Here, a slightly more relevant example is when they get like is when they get like celebrities, especially like celebrity musicians, to do soundtracks for kids movies. Perfect example. Ween from the SpongeBob movie doing Ocean Man. Ween is not a kids band. Cause like, how are you gonna stop kids from looking these bands up on the internet after they watch the movie? They're gonna be like, yeah, it's my favorite song. Let me see what other songs this band has made. Oh no. Yeah, it's not for kids. Again, a case of children and non-children spaces. But yeah, I was gonna mention Grabber and Art the Clown. Luckily, it was just for Halloween, but you know, still weird. Yes, I agree. I agree. Ice Spice for SpongeBob. Yeah, who thought of that? Oh man. Just like I have a weird fascination with copyright law, I also have a weird fascination with like media literacy and like choices especially like this in age rated media, because it's just so funny. It's funny like how some people will be like so overprotective in one section and then like be like, oh, it's okay for this section. It's like, bro. But also at the same time, I'm a little bit of a boomer because I'm like, back in my day, like, unfortunately, it's just also way too common for kids to be interacting with media that they're too young for anyway, like being taken to concerts for bands and musicians that they should not be listening to. But that's just me. I'm not a parent, especially not a parent yet. And it's always easier to have an opinion on something you don't have experience with yet, so I will keep that in mind. I love this comic that I see periodically of like these people at a bar with a door, and then you know, it's a bunch of adults, you know, at a bar having drinks and stuff like that with the door, and then the second panel, these parents with like a little kid have like broken the door down with like an axe, and they're like, how dare you do that in front of our child? It's like, it's so true. What do you mean, how dare we? You busted in! Media literacy is funny. It's comical. It brings me joy. Cause like, don't even get me started on like the age of kids watching like Has-Been Hotel and stuff like that. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing? How are you doing? Stop what you're doing. Applies for things I don't agree, but not what I love. A classic problem for these sorts of... Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, everybody's always willing to give leeway for things that they enjoy. Man, I sound like such an old fart talking about this stuff. I'm not even that old, but like, it's like, what happened? Yep, and it's for this exact reason that on the Discord server there's a 21 plus section to make sure that people can have older conversations in a space specifically meant for it. I'm gonna retitle this stream Old Lady Jenster rants about today's youth. Back in my day, you had to pay for texting. It was 25 cents per minute, and you were all on one phone line. Back in my day, YouTube had pop-up ads at the bottom of the video player that you had to press X on. You could also rate it 4 stars. And your likes were always public. Oh, I was.
I just want to make sure you're doing good.
Don't worry, I get you. 26 myself, I get this. It's scary to see some of that stuff as we get older. Agreed.
What happened?
Oh, we've been ranting about like media literacy, kids and adult media, like how much of it is it actually the fault of the creator versus the fault of the kids not being where they're supposed to be, stuff like that. You know, more talk about Happy Tree Friends, you know, examples of, you know, where the line is, the balance and stuff like that.
Well, there is the fact that, like, you know, people should be monitoring what their kids watch.
Oh, 100%.
But at the same time, creators who take advantage of kids watching it.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's a balance. I'm not leaning completely one side to the other. It like, applies to both.
Like the Fortnite thing. Like,
yeah, you got a point.
People keep forgetting Fortnite is what, rated mature?
It's T.
It's T.
Mm-hmm.
People forget it because of how much kid stuff is in there.
That is true.
Because Fortnite knows how much kids play their game, they keep putting kid stuff in there even though it's rated T. So that one's kind of on the creator, I think.
That is true. I get what you mean there.
It's the creator being at fault. It's when they know they have a kid audience and capitalize on that.
Yes, agreed.
That's how I see it.
And that's usually what gets people in trouble.
How's Epic Games doing again? Or whoever makes Fortnite? It's not Epic Games.
No, Epic is the publishers of Fortnite.
Okay.
You're being summoned.
I'm being summoned.
Yep.
Hoster. Okay, apparently I'm summoning people here.
It's both.
Hello.
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, I try very hard not to be like a drama rant commentary channel. It's just that came to mind because we were talking about Art Fight and some similar stuff is going on.
Well, same principle as the creators making content for kids. Don't make content for people who know that you're going to be doing drama ranting stuff and coming to see it. Like don't do what other creators do and realize that when they do drama and ranting videos, they get a lot of views, so they only make those from then on.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. I've got a lot of ideas for like actual positive videos going forward to kind of offset that, like talking about tropes that I actually like, ships that I actually like.
Oh, have me on board for that one, the tropes.
Yeah.
Not the ships.
No, they're not gonna be like talking streams like this. They're gonna be actual videos, so I'll need some recordings.
Well, you could have me as like a guest character.
Yeah, of course.
But no, like I ship us.
No kidding. You come in. I would hope so. But yeah, because like specifically stuff that I want to do for that reason is because I know that like those like hot take videos, tropes that I hate, you know, stuff like that gets views, but I think that's one of the problems that comes with this media literacy thing. Like negativity is so popular that we're taking the fun out of creating. So that's why I want to talk about, you know, things like art tropes that I like and ships that I like and, you know, like actual stuff that makes me want to draw. Drama channels are an easy trap, so it's absolutely good to hear the proper fun topics like tropes. Yeah, exactly. I want to talk about stuff that I like, whether people think it's cringe or not, to actually get, because I get it. I'm sure somebody would think otherwise. But, and I also might be eating my words a little bit, but why do you draw if you don't like it? You know, why would you want to bond over hating something. You know what I mean?
I mean, same principle as people watching movies they know they're gonna hate just to make a crappy review video on them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I want to be careful. Like, I don't want to go overboard, even though I've been ranting quite a bit tonight. But yeah, I just want to put the fun back in creating, because I miss the days of like being on DeviantArt groups for like you know, series that I liked, and like bonding with people over like AUs and fan fictions and stuff like that, and people actually being like, oh man, I really like this idea, I never would have thought of that. Now it's like, actually that's not canon, you're not a real fan. Like, what happened?
Or you could be like I don't want to say the names of fandoms. You could be like certain fandoms where you're not allowed to like the thing, you have to hate it.
I know. Exactly. Yep. 100%. Cringe is dead. We're all free the moment we enjoy making for ourselves rather than us. Exactly. Like don't
embrace the cringe.
I've already done that.
Soundwave and Miku forever.
Okay. Fine, I guess I can let you have that one.
I am cringe, but I am free. But yeah, it's like, you know, you want to talk about tracing other people's art. Why make negativity videos when literally everyone's doing that?
True, because you know what happens a lot of the time? A lot of the time, the negative videos aren't even... I even saw somebody talking about the same exact thing. A lot of the videos aren't even based off of opinions because they've consumed the media themselves. A lot of it is just spitting back the same thing that everybody else is saying. I love making headcanons about my favorite characters. Yes, exactly! Don't ever get tired of that!
I have seen a shocking amount of times where people talk about movies that they didn't like.
And didn't actually watch them.
And didn't actually watch it, or I didn't even finish this movie. But here's my review on why it's a terrible movie.
I know.
The amount of times I've seen that is staggering.
It's like, stop. I didn't watch the movie, but I can already tell it's terrible. No, you can't.
Oh, is that your new character?
Yeah.
Or new design?
Really, the only thing that's changed is her proportions. I'm giving her my jeans, and I'm going to draw an alternate outfit based on one of my favorite things I like to wear.
She's got jeans and she's stretched.
For real. And I did give her the swoop.
Ah, nice. You gave her the Reed Richards treatment. Just grab one and just...
Oh no! Come back! There she is. Oh, I lost her. But yeah, so that's what I want to do. I've got a lot of video themes about you know, just like enjoying art again, enjoying making headcanons, enjoying drawing ships, enjoying like enjoying
things.
Exactly.
Like, I have to get...
I think she's talking about your ship choice. Or that, yeah.
What, Soundwave and Miku? What's wrong with that? Like, think about it.
Don't tell them to think about it.
The amount of people who said, wait, he's onto something when I brought it up last time.
I gotta go now, paint mids are finally kicking and enjoy the rest of the stream. Yeah, thanks for joining us. I appreciate that very much.
Hope you feel better.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna only go for like 15 more minutes anyway.
Did you show them my character?
I haven't yet. I should before I end it. I'll put the PNG up there.
If you want to.
Before I call it a night.
Okay, I'm thinking.
What did I just say? I just got done saying how people keep repeating stuff. Let them think.
They're both robots. They're both artificial intelligences. They both produce music.
Yeah, see? Look what you're doing.
What do you mean? What do you mean what I'm doing?
I don't know.
Exactly.
There's a whole fan base. He does.
I'm not used to it. I'm generally not used to having a fan base.
You deserve it.
Do I?
Yeah, of course you do.
You should have on your ref sheets a bunch of different expressions she can make.
Yes, because I was gonna do that because her screen can actually change like that.
Yes. You could have like the eyes and mouth be different colors too.
Right, yeah. Alright, so this live stream was a ranting live stream. Next live stream will not be. I need a healthy balance.
And another thing!
For real though. You're about to be used to it? Yeah.
That sounds like a threat.
You have fans, this is a threat. They come for the art and stay for the hobby.
Well, this is your stream. I don't want to take it over.
You're not, dear, you're not taking it over.
I don't want people to be like, I'm actually only here to see Storm, not Jenster.
Will
That's another thing I see a lot in stuff I watch, unfortunately.
Will that probably happen one day? Probably. Is that
hope
happening
not.
right now? No.
I hope not.
Well, realistically, there's gonna be some whippersnappers that are like, you're not even that good. I'm only here for your husband. It's like, great, thank you for the attention. It still counts towards my revenue. Haha.
I should probably leave then so that doesn't happen.
No. No, you should not. Well, it's just like hate watching. Like, no, I don't want people to watch me just because they hate me, but it's technically still views, so there. Ha! You fool! You're only making me more popular!
We should start a podcast where we just talk about things.
We should. I mean, that's kind of what this is.
The Bang Goobers podcast.
You really want to go with that?
Bang Goobers?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an idea that's kind of stuck in my head.
Well, I do like it, but I also don't want to, like, dox us with that, you know?
I guess. It's like Red Guardian and Thunderbolts. He's just like, we'll be the Bang Goobers! And everyone's like, we're not doing that name. But the Bang Goobers!
Here for both of us. Ah, thank you. That's really sweet.
Thank you. Yeah, my wife's the star here. It's her show.
Those shoes are way too tiny. I'm gonna have to fix them.
And give them giant feet.
I can't draw. I just stink at shoes.
Give her moon shoes.
I'm not giving her moon shoes.
She's in space.
True.
Moon shoes.
I'm just gonna start over.
I gotta hurry and design Storm's like actual battle outfit for R5 if I'm gonna participate. In
If you would like, if you don't get the chance to, I can always add your stuff to my profile for temporaries.
Right. I would like to. I've got a lot going on. Like I got the camping trip next week. I don't know when the deadline is.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying as a last resort, so you don't have to miss out entirely, you know. I never draw shoes for my persona or hands. Yeah, I was one of the people that like drew hoodies just so I could put hands in the pocket. I get it.
Or you could do what I do and find opportunities when you're making a comic to hide the hands behind text bubbles.
Ha! That's true.
You'd be shocked how often I do that. Like, I tell people I do that, but I don't think they realize how much I do that.
No, because your flow goes so well that they're not really paying attention to it. Because, like, even though you've told me, I still don't notice half the time.
There are thousands of artists around the world who can't draw hands because the creator of My Hero Academia stole all of their power.
For real, though! His quirk is he took the artistic ability away from everybody.
He's the all-for-one of the ability to draw hands.
For real, though. To the point where his avatar is a hand with an eyeball on it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know that.
Yeah, you know, because you told me this, you know how manga writers usually have, like, an avatar of some kind?
Yeah.
Yeah, his is literally a hand with an eyeball.
I didn't know that, actually.
It's like, can you stop flexing for 5 minutes?
I know the creator of Jujutsu Kaisen, his avatar is literally a one-eyed cat. So there's a lot of memes of people who didn't like the ending of that manga, like, grabbing, like, a one-eyed cat by the throat. And it's just like, Gege, when I get my hands on you?
No! Undeserved!
And then the creator of Full Metal Alchemist, her avatar is a cow.
Yeah, because she's a farmer.
Because if I am making a manga, what should my avatar be? Because I could do Storm, but if I'm gonna make it manga-like, I gotta have a simple thing like that.
Yours should be an owl.
An owl?
Yes.
Why an owl?
Because you work night shifts.
No, frog.
Oh, it should be a frog.
Frog. Because I'm always doing the frog thing.
I can't draw shoes. What is wrong with me? Let me turn off our line art for a second. Maybe that'll help.
Since she has like a digital or light body, what if you have like a glitch effect in a couple places?
I don't know, because then I'd have to keep drawing that over and over again.
Big shoes.
Yeah, he likes frogs. I still can't believe how often that's put in meme compilations, like, current day.
I'm glad it is. I love the frog laugh sound effect so much.
Alright. Here, why don't I draw... Because I'm trying to exaggerate it when I'm not ready. Why don't I draw, like, a normal pair of shoes first, and then go from there?
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Work backwards.
I see what you're doing. Summer.
Wait a minute!
I see what you're doing.
Wait a minute. It always circles back to Digital Circus, doesn't it?
There's no escape from it.
Nope.
Whether in the physical thing or talking about it, there's no escape from the digital circus.
Nope, especially when you're good at impressions.
I'm not good at impressions. Your mic just makes people think I am.
And yet.
I'm good at Kinger.
You are. Well, you're good at all of them, apparently. You coming to my streams for the cameos reminds me of that scene from SpongeBob where SpongeBob keeps coming onto the stage with the mop. People keep cheering him. And then Squidward comes in and they stop. No, I put it on the wrong layer and it was perfect. No.
Can you, like, outline it and cut it?
Not really. Oh, well, I tried. It's always on the wrong layer.
There's no way to just cut it off and then fix it.
There could, but then I would have to go in and redraw the lines. That's a lot of work.
If you'd rather give up perfect drawing for less work.
I'll just make it more perfect.
Good luck.
Yeah. I'll make it more perfect than it was before. With twice the amount of effort. And twice the amount of time. And twice the amount of tears.
You should recreate that scene from SpongeBob.
With us!
With Kane.
There is no escape from TDC. I won't let there be an escape, because I like yapping about it. And I will not be stopped.
Just watch. Whenever the finale happens, there's gonna be a whole crowd of people, just like with the Murder Drones fandom, where they're just like, so when's season 2? Even though the series is very clearly over.
I'm season 2.
What?
I will personally take the mantle of keeping it going.
But, like, if the series ends and it's like there's no more story to tell, how do you do a season 2?
I don't know. You know what you do? Midquels.
Cool.
Yeah, stuff that took place in between that they conveniently forgot about. It's like, everybody's dead by the end, but hey, this happened. You guys forgot about that.
So it's like basically what Glitch does with their ads.
Yeah, like
their ads are essentially midquels.
Yeah.
Semi-canon midquels.
Stop resurrecting him just to kill him again. Alright, I'm probably gonna call it good here. Yeah, those shoes look way better now. Still not great, but they look better. It's probably gonna be one of those things where I need to step away for a second and come back to it.
Serial designation N. Okay, I love N too.
Beep, beep, beep.
N's a good boy.
I do love seeing cosplays of N. People can get pretty creative.
I like Uzi just because she reminds me of the main character from the manga I'm working on. Like, Uzi and Matt would be really good friends in real life.
Mm-hmm.
I need to draw that.
You should. You need to draw Murder Drones fan art anyway. I don't think you have.
I should.
Whimsy! I am the advocate for Whimsy. I need to get something to eat because I haven't had dinner yet. Yeah, there we go. That's better already.
He really is.
Them's fighting words.
I don't know if that's meant to be good or bad.
Oh.
Uzi, just Uzi.
I think that's another word for mid. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched it, so I got no word. I got no say in the matter.
Honestly, calling Uzi mid, that'd be grounds for extermination if she heard that. I know calling her cringe was a trigger at one point.
Calling anyone cringe would be a trigger.
Both, okay.
Both?
I mean, calling me cringe would be true.
No, it wouldn't. You stop that.
What?
Stop.
I'm well, no, we just talked about it. I'm cringe, but I'm free. Right?
Fine. Be that way. How dare you use my spells against me?
How dare you use my spells against me, Potter? No, there was one, I think it was one of the glitch ads where V called her cringe, and that sent her on a murderous rampage.
Murderous. Kate is definitely not cringe, and I will fight anybody that says otherwise.
He is.
Well, I'm ending the stream so I can fight my husband. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad you're here. If you liked what you saw and wish to support me, feel free to like the video, maybe subscribe if you haven't already, and check the Discord link in the description. I have to go beat up my husband, but I will see you hopefully on Saturday as long as there's no interruptions. Love you, bless you, peace out. Now, what did you say about my...
Help! Help!
Alright, have a good night, everyone.